And we are already. I'm a little bit late, but I still have to take a short little break, so we'll be right back. Alrighty. There we go. Take the overlay. There we go. Welcome, wet hair crowd, because it is entirely way too warm. So I just had a shower and I wet my hair. Of course, I'm dripping, but I bet you it is not sweat just yet. Let me tell you what the temperature is. All right, at my workplace, it's a chilly 39 degrees. I'm dying. Very, very slowly. And quickly at the same time. Can I please go to Ishka? That would be great. And yes, I am mega sweaty. And I will go very, very bumbaletti. But let's get on into the game. And I periodically have to wet my hair because otherwise I'm not surviving. Therefore, welcome to the next few hours of a very ugly wet gamer. It's gonna be great on this wonderful that day. I can't play it because copyright, so that one, you know. So we have that day today, and let's see where this day takes us. I wish the game would actually let us go in so that I can focus on the game and not trying to bridge any time. So let's see, and there's the Foxy. Hello there, Foxy Fox. And now we speak to Alfie Blow Blow Blow, and let's get going. There she is, and none for the worse, for where? Was there ever any doubt that the Warrior of Light would succeed? I think I speak for us all when I say that I should like nothing more than to hear the stirring tale of your victory, if you'd be so kind. Then we were too late to prevent the summoning. But not too late to prevent further loss of life, an outcome worthy of celebration. And one for which we have to thank Izalith. Yes, you are right, of course, Sir Imeric. We should be content with what we have accomplished. My ears are wet. I, for one, could not have wished for a better outcome. Shiva is no longer a threat, and the heretics have been routed. Aye, there is the matter of Iceheart's escape, but she cannot run forever. Whether it takes days, weeks, moons, or even years, my knights will find her. In the meantime, Lord Drollemont, is the caravan ready? The supplies that your men recovered have been prepared for transport, in accordance with your wishes. Rest assured that my knights will see them safely to Revenant's Hall. Of that, I have no doubt. I take it these are the self-same supplies that the heretics stole from House Fortem's caravan? Less the crystals which comprise the bulk of the shipment, yes. Scarcely a fraction of which was promised, but a meaningful contribution to your cause all the same. And, oh, an unrelated note, Izalith. Might I trouble you to accompany me to Camp Dragonhead at your earliest convenience? 'Tis not for my benefit. A certain lord was most distressed when he learned of your intent to risk your life and limb to stop Iceheart. It's Horsefriend. It took half a dozen knights to restrain him, I am told. Horsefriend. Men give vent to their anxieties in myriad ways. Pray do not think less of him. He's great. He's #1 fangirl. He's #1 fangirl. I would never talk negative about Horsefriend. And I heard a ting, and you heard a ting as well. Not this ting, mind you. But there was a ting. Hello there, Fox.
Does that mean I'm as precious as a divine?
No. No. You are... If anything, you are a chaos drop. But...
Oh, I'll accept that.
Huh?
I'll accept that I'm a chaos.
You're a chaos drop, yeah. At best, you're a chaos drop. At worst, you're an alchemist. You're an alchemy orb.
You're useful.
Yeah, sure. I slam you on a map and I go. All can go.
Is that a promise?
I don't know. A slam on the map, yo. What were you thinking, Isolef? Wagering your very being on a dubious theory which might allow you to enter Iceheart's lair, knowing full well that she could come sufficient forewarning to complete her ritual to summon Shiva anyways. And then, engaging the abomination in mortal combat. By the fury, Isolef, this is stuff of ballads. A battle for the ages. Would that I had been there to fight by your side. And yet here I was forced to wait, condemned to wonder at the fate of the dear friend for the veritable eternity. I would not wish such torture on my most hated enemy. But you are here now, and that is what truly matters. Let us move on. Sir Aymeric wished to have words with you and Master Alphinaud in private. He awaits us in the intercessory. I like Hoshefriend. Best fangirl that we have. Great character. Obviously, if you played the game and I played the game, we know. The Fox doesn't know yet, but will be interesting. Yes. Greetings, madam. I shall show you in at once.
Shiva の討滅感謝する。君今回異端者がシバを召喚したことでイシュガルドは初めて直接的に万神の脅威にさらされた。
I don't think your knights would have been equal to the task. Shiva is the hardest primal in the Realm Reborn with very good reason. Her skills are crazy. She can summon enemies. She can do a permafrost. She's quite hard to kill.
君たちの対応の速さに救われたが、討滅が遅れれば甚大な被害が出ていたことだろう。
万神の脅威という意味では、乱神ガルーダの存在はどうだったのです。イクサル族はクルザスにも進出してきているはずだ。
我ら神殿騎士団やフォルタン家の騎兵団など前線に出る者の間では戦で討つべしとの声は上がったよ。だが反して教皇庁は静観するという基本方針を固めた。グリダニアを敵視しているイクサル族よりも2つの要塞を陥落させコートに迫る状況であるドラゴン族をより大きな脅威と認識したのだろう。そういった意味では直接の危険が眼前に迫ったことで改めて万神の脅威を知ったのは我々にとっても幸運だった。これまで死闘を繰り広げてきた君たちに失礼な物言いであることは理解している。どうか許してもらいたい。
But you will face primals. Everybody will face primals at some point.
人は考えを変えないもの。イシュガルドにとって万神シバの召喚は万神について考え直す契機となるだろう。
今回の例というわけではないが、今後も定期的にレブナンツトールに支援を続けることができるかもしれんぞ。アイメリク総長から教皇庁に直接掛け合っていただくことになったのでな。
イシュガルドにもゆとりがあるわけではない。できる範囲で物資の提供を約束しよ
う。それはありがたい。開拓団の皆も喜びましょう。
Let us just remind ourselves that everybody in this room is nearly 2 meters tall, and then there's Alphinaud with his 160. It's always so funny. How tall is he actually? Final Fantasy XIV. How tall is Alphinaud? he's about the fox height, 158. So
That's why I like him.
He's about the fox height, so fox is about yay tall, and the hair. I don't know. Does the hair count? Like the bounds of the
No.
hair? Does it not count? So the fox is about yay high.
I'll tell you exactly how high I
源
am.
流ミドガルズオルムの監視
I'm
は
on
このまま
60.
引き受けましょ
Okay, so the hair counts then. Okay,
Yes.
that's the last 2 centimeters.
う。ドラゴン族が動き、クルザスが戦火に包まれれば、隣接するモードゥナにも影響しかねないのでね。
それはありがたい。感謝する。
しかし、引っかかる部分もある。
教皇庁内でも意見は割れている。私としても半信半疑だ。先の会談でも述べたように、あくまで万一の備えに過ぎない。
万一の備え。なるほど。そういうことでしたか。源流の生死によらず、レブナンツトールの発展はイシュガルドにとって損にはならない。モードゥナに残留する帝国軍をはじめ、クルザス南方からの脅威の盾に使える。
アイメリク様は決して。
He's not wrong.
私が教皇庁直属の神殿騎士団の総長の座に就いたのはここ最近になってからだ。
Let me guess, Imeric. You are Lord Commander of the Temple Knights because your father is the bishop. That's how it
生
is.
まれの身分で人生が左右されるイシュガルドにおいて大貴族ではない私がこの職に就くことは極めて異例でね。だがそれもこれもイシュガルドの改革のためと歯を食いしばってきたからこそ、名門貴族と教皇庁の聖職者たちがレブナンツトールを盾にせよと言うなら、私はそれを利用して君たちを支援するまで。
I don't actually know where Revenant's Toll physically is. I know Limsa is, I believe, at the bottom. Banala, Ulda is, I believe, on the top right. And Gridania is in the north. In the very north is Ishgard, I think. I don't actually know where Revenant's Toll is. I think it's between... Redania and Querthus and roughly here. So it would be somewhere west in Eorzea? I actually don't know.
それが政治というもの。
イシュガルドは1000年にわたるドラゴン族との戦いと第7霊祭によって疲弊している。私は異端者となる者が急増しているのも民の疲弊が原因の一つだと考えている。これはイシュガルドが抱える根源的な問題であり、扉を閉ざしていては改善は見込めない。イシュガルドを開国し、他都市と協力してこそ霊祭復興、蛮神、帝国の脅威、そして異端問題に正面から取り組むことができる。そのためには教皇庁の改革が必要不可欠なのだ。我々の国は長い歴史を持つ。しかし若い世代には改革を望む者もいると君も覚えておいてほしい。
私たちの思いは同じということか。承知した、アイメリク卿。エオルゼアのためにお互いに尽力してまいりましょう。
Man, I wish our character could speak.
アルフィノ殿。
Such a shame. Such a wasted
この思いに向け
opportunity.
て私がここまでやってこれたのは私個人の努力だけではなく、志を共にする多くの同胞がいてくれたからだ。今後のやりとりには彼女に出てもらうことも多くなるだろう。
神殿騎士団コマンド、 ルキアという。自分もアイメリク総長と思いは同じ。イシュガルド、いやエオルゼアの未来を案じている。貴公らと手を取り合うことで双方の思いを実現できると信じている。それに過去の争いにこだわっていては未来は見えないからな。
ルキアについては私の命題と考えてくれていい。レブナンツトール開拓団への支援物資に関しても彼女が動いてくれている。イシュガルドの生まれではない異邦人だが、だからこそ信用できる存在だ。今後もよろしく頼みたい。
Anyone can be corrupted with money and power. Nobody's immune to corruption.
そう、君たちに渡しておきたいものがある。オルシュファン卿。
は、ここに。
帝国軍の密偵についてここまで我々が調査していた情報だ。情報の漏洩、物資の横流しの記録など、異端者とやり取りしていた証拠が一通り揃っている。
These chairs are ridiculous.
感謝します。
ガレマール帝国は我々の共通の敵だからね。
Just imagine my chair roughly ending up here and being like this wide. I would feel so uncomfortable in this chair. Yes, Fox? You want to say something?
No.
Okay. You're looking
I
at
was
the
just
eye
doing
candy.
my. No, I haven't actually turned the game on. I was posting a post.
You were posting a post. Okay.
Yes.
この先も双方のいい関係が続くよう私も努めていくとしよう。
Sure. I have no guys, I have no control over my socials whatsoever. I don't even log in. I have the app's not installed. She will do whatever she wants to do on the socials and I have no control over that. So whatever she does, I probably deserve it. That's the only thing I'm gonna say. Doom. There's some background noise, Fox. It would seem that we have much to discuss with our friends at the Rising Stones. If what you say is true, Iceheart's method of summoning Shiva defies all precedent. It necessitates a complete reprisal of the primal threat and our approach to combating it. Moreover, there are grave ramifications if word of this incident reaches Imperial ears. The Galean Empire believes that the primals are an insufferable menace, that their mere existence is a threat to this very star, and as such they deem any action taken against the beast tribes to be justified by default. Imagine then, if it became known that it was not only the beast tribes of Eorzea that could summon primals, but her civilized peoples as well. Any lingering objections to a Eorzean campaign would vanish overnight. Where before we had to contend with a single Imperial Legion, we could find ourselves facing the combined might of all Garlemald. But I speak unadvisedly. Come, Isolith. It is better that we continue this conversation in Mordona. Where exactly is Mordona? Where exactly is Mordona? So this is going towards Ishgard, right? We're going towards the north. Let's see. So Mordona is... Okay, it's roughly where I suspected it to be. It's roughly in the west, is what I said, but we are dead center. But I have switched around a few things. So Gridania is actually to the top right, Thanalan is actually to the south, and Lanosea is actually to the west. So Mordona is in the dead center. So I was actually wrong with my assessment of where the nations are. So Honestly, the one who is the most effed if there is ever an invasion, it is certainly the Shroud, because the entire north and obviously Alamigo with Girabania could like attack Gridania. So they could be attacked from the north, from the east, and from the south from water. So yeah, that's bad. That's real bad. So yeah. In my opinion, the Shroud is actually the one who is the worst off when it would come to a full-scale war. So, and I think Thanalan would really be the safest. They only really have the coast to worry about. So, let's speak with the Miniphilia. For being a Miniphilia, she's actually quite tall, so... No? No reaction? No reaction then, okay. The fox is reading something. She's very, very concentrated on the screen. I can see it. Oh, the fox has actually muted me. Interesting. Is actually muted the voice. Completely.
おかえりなさい。クルザスでは大変だったわね。ちょうどこれから情報を整理しようとしていたところなの。あなたからも状況を伝えてくれると嬉しいわ。ありがとう。ではみんなを呼びましょう。
Trying to sort out Discord, she says. But Discord is not a word that is allowed on the stream, but I will allow it. So
I forgot again, sorry.
yes. Guys, as a background, why is the word Discord not allowed on stream? Because it is a scammer word. They're trying to get your Discord account or trying to join your Discord server to spam every single member in this Discord server to try to scam you out of your account, out of your money, or in any way, shape, or possible. We are really good at defending ourselves here from these scammers, and if you want to learn how to defend yourself against these Discord scammers, come into the chat. I'll happily help you out how to defend yourself against these and how to spot these, because they are truly a menace, and they are mostly in channels like ours, which are, quite frankly, tiny, and they are most likely preying on those tiny channels. And we got really, really good at defending ourselves against them and at spotting them. I can spot them usually on the first message, definitely on the second. So I'm pretty good. Yep, she did.
完全に未知の現象ね。これまでどんな文献にも、ルイゾア様が残した手記にも、そのようなものは見当たらなかったわ。
So technically the Shiva transformation was different, that the good King Mughal Mux the 12th summoning, may his ruffleness be ever be fluffy though.
ただ状況から察するにモーグリ族の王様と同様で抗議に解釈した蛮神と呼んでいいように思える。
憑依型蛮神シヴァか。召喚者が意のままにその力を操れるのだとしたら、これまでの蛮神以上に危険な存在だ。
イゼルって人、蛮神を生身の体に憑依させておいて、それでも無事だったんでしょ？なんか超人とは思えないね。
彼女は本当に生身の人なのか、それとも蛮神を宿すに足る力が作られていたか。いずれにせよ氷の巫女が成したる神下ろしは未知の手法によるものに違いありません。
ただあの時に観測したエーテルの流れはウリエンジェがよこしてくれていた資料と酷似していた。 つまり手法はどうあれ、あんたらが戦ってきた蛮神と同じものってことさ。
そこに謎を解く手がかりがありそうね。
いいだ。
Gonna quickly mute the fox because we can hear the background noise.
よし来た。私は氷の巫女の残した言葉も気になっているの。聞いて、感じて、考えて。あなたも聞いたことがあるはずよ。星の意志。
Yep, it's exactly Heidelin's words.
あなたからの話を聞く限り、彼女は超える力を持っている可能性が高いわ。いいえ、それだけじゃない。イゼルはあなたと同じ過去を見る能力を持っている。人とドラゴン族の争いの発端だという人が犯した罪。過去を見ることでそれを知ってしまった。だから蛮神を憑依させてまで何かをしようとしている。
A theory is that maybe primals are not a threat in itself. Because remember, Ramu was technically also not a threat because we could reason with Ramu. So we had something that was summoned out of thin air. We had someone who transformed, and we had someone to reason with. So primals might not actually be all danger. So there might also be good primals.
同じく氷の巫女の言葉、始まりを知る源流とは、おそらく源流ミドガルズオルム。
その源流ミドガルズオルムが座すのは銀類湖にそびえる木薬の塔。イシュガルドからの監視依頼と一致するなんて。木薬の塔についてはアルフィノからの連絡もあり、すでに監視体制の準備を進めています。ドマの方にも手伝ってもらう予定よ。
Can I just mention that the chair in the background has the most uncomfortable armrests I can imagine? These are awful. Awful. You okay there, folks? Good. She's giving the thumbs up. That's a universal sign of everything's good.
憑依型蛮神シヴァ、氷の巫女の残した言葉、そして源流ミドガルズオルム。
The reason Roeli. Okay. I mean to scour at the annals for knowledge of Midgar Sommer. Given his great age, I dare say he appears in a more than a few. Do you hear that? A commotion outside. Would you see to it if it aught is amiss? Alright, there we go. Look at the armrests of these chairs. Oh my god. Terrible. Terrible. I went out of my way to upgrade the armrests of my chairs to a cloth one. I know they're extremely used, but they're also extremely old. But this is how an armrest looks, not the damn porno knob that is on that chair.
No, those aren't armor.
They are arm nipples.
They're elbow wrap. Sit like this. Sit. Yes.
And then you stroke your pussy, most likely, if you have one. So
On here.
yes, Fox, do you want to tell your secret weapon against me?
Black. Fluff. Dump.
You have your microphone ever too sensitive. You're cutting out. A
about now?
little lower.
How's
That
How's
sounds good.
that?
That sounds good, yeah.
that? Okay, hang on, let me the microphone down.
That is way better.
Yes. Okay. So he's in my face now.
The microphone was
black.
basically here.
Yes. Well, you are happy because you couldn't see my face. He's black and fluffy, and I've posted him on TikTok. So if you would like to see him, follow me on TikTok.
Follow the fox on TikTok. Maybe she will use her secret weapon on the Hanantasy TV channel at some point. That's probably also possible. Again, I have no control over my socials. So, Isolith.
I haven't done it on yours.
I mean, you have free reign, literally. So, it is well that you're on hand. We have a problem. Roeli has escaped. It happened shortly after the Immortal Flames took her into custody. She had been placed in a dungeon cell ahead of her coming trial, but apparently the accommodation was not to her liking. So it turns out she might have something fishy going about her. The turnkey was found slain along the two guards. 'Tis plain she received of inside help. Citizens report of seeing Roeli quitting the city via the Gate of Nult with a bloodied spear in her hand. Well, so she might actually be guilty, and Ilbert actually was right. She makes for Castrum Meridianum, I am certain of it. With her fate in Eorzea as good as sealed, what recourse has she but to flee to Imperial masters? Even as we speak, Captain Ilbert and the Furs are hot upon Roeli's heels. Pray make haste to Camp Blue Fog and join the hunt. The hunt is actually a feature we have not touched upon. Is actually a feature the Fox might want to unlock at some point. The hunt is something from Final Fantasy XII imported into this game. Basically, you take on a mark of a monster and you can hunt said monster for a reward, and every single add-on has different ranks available. Rank C, B, D, A's and S ranks, and S ranks are very, very, very tough monsters that require a huge number of players, and A ranks are not soloable either and require a good amount of people as well. And there are a lot of things associated to it, and they are really, really cool for completing lots of collectibles in the game. So hunts or hunt marks are a big deal kinda in the game. So it's really, really, really cool system, and it is from Final Fantasy XII, and I'm a huge fan of Final Fantasy XII. So I love that system. My thanks for coming, Scion. I have spoken with the soldiers here. They say that Roeli walked through the camp not a bell ago. Aye, she walked right through it. You did not mishear. We have Rauban's decision to keep the matter secret to thank for that. Bad for morale, he said. As a result, not a single flame in the garrison made an attempt to detain her. And so here we are. Roeli must not be allowed to reach Castrum Meridianum. And I faintly remember that you unlock the hunts in your Grand Company. I think there is where you unlock it with your Quartermaster, I believe. Alrighty, she's almost at Castrum Meridianum. So let's see. Also my homebrew is extremely warm, and I wish to get new homebrew that is cold in the fridge. So let me drink that. Like, it's piss warm, unfortunately. Oh, we have a single battle. Proceed. We have to proceed for the single battle. Let's go. This wretch was with Roeli. He threw himself at us that his mistress might escape. She didn't blink when we cut him down. Not even when he started screaming, no loyalty to even her own. The goddamn harpy. With me, Scion, we have almost her. Ilbert wields a very interesting single-handed sword. Oh, she is definitely a traitor now. Okay, so Ilbert was right. Defeat Royally and her Imperial allies. Not a big deal. Let's grab all of the enemies together. Let's grab all of the enemies together. Activate crit and make short ending of them. Like so. Most of them are down. Item level obviously massively helps in these situations. Remember, we are now 133 in our item level, or 132 rather. So yeah, we are definitely well geared. And everything is over-melded. Do we need to over-meld? No. Is it fun? Yeah. So we definitely over-melded everything. Even more enemies, so let's grab them. I don't have my charge yet, which makes me very sad. Was Roeli, or now she's called Eileen the Razor. Okay, so that must be her real name. It is Eileen the Razor. Then we have the Colossus. Let's bring the Colossus back to the team. Slay Eileen. That should be about it. He's still surviving with 1%, so let's just focus down the ad. The ad is most likely linked to her. There's the next wave of enemies. So yes, everything was linked to the ads. Let's get rid of the big guy. There's another wave of enemies. We have our Dom and friends joining, however, that should be no problem. Let's grab all of them. We might as well taunt Eileen the Razor, so that Ilbert is not taking as much damage. I don't know what that ring is, but I don't want to find out. Must be from Yugiri, most likely. And that's duty complete. Item level is a big deal, guys. Bind her and do it tight. Yes, sir. So she was a traitor indeed. Oh well, I will concede that point. Good work, man. She and her Imperial cronies pushed us close, but we were better. Behold, a respected officer of the Immortal Flames. People looked up to you as one of their order's founding members, one of its pillars. It saddens me to see you have fallen so low. What would you know of Lo, you spoiled little lordling who has never known any want? People such as you take wealth and birth for granted. You think it your God's given rights to rule over others. Well, Alfie is from an extremely high-ranking family, so that is another, you know? You know not of our plight. The injustice that we Lobonish guardians must endure. To the noble lords and ladies, we are not people but resources to be consumed. I did what I had to do to survive, stealing, killing, and even whoring myself. It is no fault of mine if fools imagined me as a paragon when I joined the Flames. To hear you tell it, one would think you were the only person to have ever suffered. In case you have forgotten, Rauban himself was born into poverty. Yes, as was I. Yes, these guys are Alamegans. We have lived hand to mouth with little more than shirts on our backs. Hunger was our constant companion. Yet never did we bemoan our lot in life. Nor did we begrudge others in their fortunes. We accepted the hand that we have been dealt and played it to the best of our ability. Life was a battle, aye. But no matter what fate threw at us, we took it on the chin and came back for more. Everything we have, we fought for. How are we any different then? 'Tis true that we are both mercenaries of low birth, and 'tis true that we both have had our fair share of struggles. But whereas I sold my sword, you, Marshal, sold your comrades. Your life has taught me one thing. It is that you never betray your own. I would sooner cut off my own arm than raise a hand against a friend. But enough talk. You will return to Ul'dah to face justice and the people whose trust you have dragged through the gutter. Not so much of a hint as of remorse. Just well that this sordid business is finally at an end. A friend's betrayal cuts deeper than steel. We must hope that we have chosen our own allies more wisely than Rauban chose his. Well, not to say anything, right?
話は聞いている。まったく面倒なことをしてくれた。
He's doing the walkie-talkie thing.
いや、そちらへの影響はなかろう。それよりも問題なのはラウバーンだ。
So, Fox, on a scale from 1 to 10, how much do you like Teledeji Aladedu?
Minus 359.
300 points from being a Lalafell.
これを機に何をしでかすかわからん。ああ、七も陛下の方はこちらで何とかする。
Haha, he has something planned. Sneaky little devil.
I mean, I never did like. Now I dislike him even.
You kind of cut out though at the end.
東アルデナード商会の貿易路を一つ潰せ。それでロロリとはしばらく動けんはずだ。
But he's planning something very, very bad.
あの方には最後まで女王でいてもらわねば困るからな。
To the last, so he has definitely something very bad planned for the Sultana.
Funny seeing it in a different perspective now.
Well, what do you think I know? And I have to pretend I know nothing. Let us cling together. Captain Ilbert and I have a few questions for the Flame Marshal regarding the circumstances of her miraculous escape. When we have completed our interrogation, we shall take our findings directly to General Rauban, and that shall be the end of it. Your work here is done, my friend. My thanks. But I have one last task for you. Pray return to the Rising Stones and apprise Minfilia of all that has happened. I am aware that the antecedent has held Roeli in high regard. For better or for worse, she will want to know how this tale ends.
Good.
Return to the Rising Stones. Okay. That we do. Remember, Fox, Glamour has been unlocked since you're looking at Glamour right now. So you can choose any Glamour with any class now. So really take a good look at the quest rewards and such, because you can now combine all the Glamour in the world, which is a fairly new thing. So let's talk to Minfilia and then we'll end this episode. We're a little bit later today, but since we know it's already that day, we can do a little longer. Because we always have to... That one. I can't play it. Copyright reasons.
お疲れ様。アルフィノから軽く報告を受けたわ。まさかエリヌ・ロアユ大統将が帝国軍の密偵だったなんて。彼女とはラウバーン局長と共に暁結成の際にも共同してもらっていたの。蛮族蛮神問題解決のためにとても熱心だった。私は あの時の彼女の笑顔が忘れられない。もしかしたらあれが彼女の本心だったんじゃないか。ダメね、気持ちを入れ替えないと。
That's actually a good point. She might have been a spy. She might have been Ghanaian originally. But did she really feed information to the Ghanaians? Or did she actually be an immortal flame, and just because Ilbert roused her out, she returned to being a spy? Because being a double spy is being a double spy, right? So whoever you choose to be the good one, so she could have also been a double spy for the immortal flames to the Ghanaians. So just because Ilbert roused her out made her choose the other side. So it's it's a difficult moral situation.
足炎対策についてあなたに報告することがあります。みんなを呼んで情報を共有しましょう。みんな揃ったかしら。ムーンブリダさん、お願いします。
了解。私が持ってきた白星石、これはエーテルと化したアシエンの魂を封じるものだ。この魔器が莫大なエーテルを吸収できることは万神シバとの戦いに際して証明された。ただしエーテルを保持できるのは短期間だけ。アシエンを封じると言っても一時的に閉じ込めるのが精一杯だ。
白星石の限界に加え、アシエンの未知なる力にも警戒を。仮に封じ得たとしても。
そう。つまり捕らえた直後に消滅させなくてはならないのさ。
エーテル体となりしアシエンの魂、これを消し去る手法となれば理論上の答えは一つ
だけど、アシエンの魂の質量とも言うべきエーテルの総量がわからない限り、その消滅に必要な刃の高度、エーテル密度の予測が立てられない。
唯一の手がかり、それはかつてアシエンと対峙したあなたの事例のみ。
魔導城プラエトリウムでの戦い。あなたはハイデリンの導きを受け、光の武器、おそらくは星の意志による巨大なエーテルの刃を用いてアシエン・ラハブレアを退けた。結局アシエン・ラハブレアは闇のクリスタルを介して狭間に逃げたわけだけれど、少なくともその時ハイデリンは光の武器をアシエンを倒す力としてあなたに与えていたことになるわ。でもあれはハイデリンの導きにより使えたもの。自らの意志で自由に制御できる性質のものではないはず。
最低限その時と同じ規模のエーテルの刃を不確定要素なく自らの意志で操れなければアシエンの完全消滅は成し遂げられないということ。
だけどそれを人工的に起こすとなった場合は途方もないエネルギーが必要となるか。
この白星石を2つ用意して、一方に私たちのエーテルを閉じ込めておくってのは。
いいだ。
Good idea.
だろ。この魔器にはエーテルの長時間保存はできない。どうしてもその場でエーテルを作る必要があるのさ。
つまりアシエンを白星石に閉じ込めた時、都合よく光の武器を使えるのか。
もっと情報を集めなければね。
私はしばらくここに残って白星石の調整を行うつもりさ。 なあ、ウリエンジェは砂の家ってところにいるんだろ。どうせ一緒にやらなきゃいけないんだ。せっかくだしあんたも来なよ。
And he can...
私は砂の家の執務長。
That sounds like an excuse.
というもの。
That sounds like an
それに
excuse.
あの地は宿命と知識が交差する場所になれば長きにわたり離れるわけにはいきません。
なんだよ、釣れないな。いいよ、だったらこっちから通ってやる。
You can't outrun her.
あなたが出ている間にバルデシオン委員会の件でシャーレンアン本国から連絡があったの。消滅したというバル島があった海域に本国の調査船が赴いたそうよ。
Okay, what did they discover?
そこに破壊の痕跡はなかった。最初からバル島など存在しなかったかのように、ただ無だけが残されていた。
これが何を意味するのか引き続き調査中のようですが、ただ気になるのは時を同じくしてバル島以外の場所にいた研究員も姿を消している点。
彼らはいずれもバルデシオン院長と共に太古より伝わる次元悪界という現象の研究をしていた。
Ooh, they're mentioning the rejoining. Interesting. Very early they mentioned the rejoining.
アルテマ級の魔法波を残し島一つを消すなんてことアシエン以外にできるとは思えないけど、
They call it Zodiac.
何かを感じるの。もしかしたらこれが彼らの言う絶対の神と呼ぶ存在の力かもしれない。
We have not seen Krilla yet. So...
Yeah.
Okay. More cute scenes? More cute scenes. Okay, so this is gonna be a long episode.
第7零祭の直後、帝国の将ガイウス率いる帝国第14軍団は鮮やかな手際でエオルゼアの要衝を抑えた。その手引きをしたのがエリヌ・ロアユだったとは。だが彼女が接触を図っていたのはガイウスではなく、さらにその上だった節がある。ガレマール帝国の初代皇帝ソルゾス・ガルバスは一度はメテオ計画によりエオルゼアを焦土と化すことを承認した。それはおそらくエオルゼアで始まった神殺しを北州や東州に拡大させぬように蛮神に汚染された者たちを抹殺するためだった。
しかし霊祭を境にして方針が変わった。ガイウスがアルテマ・ウェポンという切り札を手にしたことで蛮神を抑えることができると踏んだこともあろう。だがその根底にはエオルゼアを植民地支配し富を奪うという旨味があったからに他ならない。
そう考えればガイウスのエオルゼア再侵攻を認めながら全面衝突を控えるように押しとどめていた点も理にかなっているか。
エオルゼアの民が頑なに反発し、仮に蛮神の召喚を乱発すれば当然ながらエーテルは枯渇して土地は死に命は絶える。そんな死の大地を手にしたところで利得はないからね。
They didn't really uncover Ultima. They didn't really discover it. It was given by La Habrea. So, safe to assume that the Ascians have something to do in Garlemald as well.
エリヌ・ロアユの情報をもとに
Very, very deep in
ガイウス
Garlemald.
の動きを抑え 均衡を保とうとしていたのは誰か。第14軍団に対して命令する権限があったのは、了承に付していた初代皇帝を除けばただ一人。全軍団を統括する大将軍。確か当時その座についていたのは今や2代目皇帝となったバリス・ゾス・ガルバス。
Aye, Varys is the current leader of Galamalt after Solus has died. Strangely enough.
彼女の雇い主か。それにエリヌ・ロアイはエオルゼアの情報を帝国に流していただけでなく、帝国からの情報も利用していたようだ。双方の情報をうまく使い、エオルゼア側の均衡も保っていた。戦争が長引けば金が動く。これで彼女のこちら側の雇い主が想像できよう。二重長者だったということか。くそ。
Yep, she was. Apparently so.
ガイウス亡き後も彼女が第14軍団と接触を続けていたのは、
Good point.
もともとガイウスが雇っていたわけではなかったというわけさ。
ただしわからなかったことが一つある。イシュガルドの異端者に情報を流した理由だ。異端者が蛮神絡みであった以上、帝国が目指す蛮神討滅という国是に反することになる。この件にはどこの意志が働いたのか。この
やれやれ。腹心を失った上にさらに尋問を繰り返さねばならんとはな。だが必要なことだ。黒幕を突き止めない限り第2の写本師が現れるだけだからな。分かっている。彼女に近い者はすでに拘束してある。これから彼女も含め話を聞くことになるだろう。
局長、彼女の協力者の中には無実の者もいるはず。
うん。厳正な審査の上対応しよう。
それを聞いて安心したよ。エオルゼアのためとはいえ、味方を疑う仕事で心がすさんでいたのでね。では失礼する。
我が輩は結局この何年か奴らに踊らされていたということか。
It must be quite the shock to the core belief of the politics
エリヌ・ロワ
system.
イの裏切りには憤りを覚える。
Mm.
確かに彼女の未熟さがそれを招いたのかもしれん。だが為政者でありながらその境遇を利用して国民のためではなく己の利益のためだけに彼女を使ったことは許されざる行為だ。聞いておるのだろう、共和派のネズミよ。貴様らの所業は決して許すことはできない。いつの日か貴様らを排除し、このウルナホを正しき道に導く。
Okay. And with that, we're not closing out the episode. We have more cute scene to go by. Interesting.
今日はこのまま休んでよい。ご苦労だった。
承知いたしました。
はあ、この部屋もいつまで金秘でいられるか。
そこまで迫った状況なのですか？
Oh, she was there.
計画の一件以来、サカツ州はロロリト派に代わり、テレジアデレジ派が台頭している。問題解決に臨む応答派とは裏腹に、己の利益を優先するサカツ州ら共和派。その共和派ですら分裂し、内紛となっているのが現状じゃ。こんなことでいがみ合っている場合ではないというのに。
ならばいっそ
Melwhip was there as
女
well.
王の権限としてサカツ州を解体することはできないのですか？
商人たちの代表を兼ねるサカツ州の一方的な解体は、彼らに限らず今のウルダ派を作った他の商人らの戦場を逆でることになる。そうなればウルダ派を取り巻く状況はさらに悪化しよう。商人に限らず市民も難民もウルダ派の民すべてが幸福を求めている。祭りごとを担う者としてそれに応えなければならない以上、今は迂闊に敵を増やす時ではないのじゃ。ロロリトにしてみれば現状を見ていない夢物語なのかもしれんがな。
国の柱たる民と礎たる為政者の思想の相違、お互いの立場が違う以上ある程度は仕方のないことですが、同じ為政者の中でのそれは溝が深まるほどその上で生きる民が煽りを食う。しかも大衆はまるで国民を見ようとしていない。
Can I just mention that all leaders are technically female, and what they have on their table is a muffin, is a little cinnamon roll, is a cake with a strawberry, and some tea. This is like truly a women's table, I would argue. No, not skip the
こ
cutscene.
れではいくら七母陛下が尽力されても国をまとめるなど。
それに加え不滅隊の中で長きにわたり密偵を飼っていたという事実、領土を拡大し細部まで目が行き届かない帝国ならまだしも、多くの傭兵を受け入れているとはいえ、限られた中での不祥事は共和派に増長を許すだけか。
ガレマール帝国の脅威が迫ろうとしている今、早々にエオルゼアを一つにまとめなければならない。そのためにまずは各々の国の意志を統一せねばならないというのに。
ウルダ派の宝は金銀でも宝石でもあらぬ民じゃ。その民の意志が一部の不者に歪められてはならぬこと。
Look at this, they have cheesecake. She has like a hot chocolate with marshmallows in it. Man. Are you ready for tea time, darling?
共和派の連中も商人たちの自治を大義名分として歌っているが、結局は奴らの思うがままに国を動かしたいだけに過ぎぬ。これは真の共和にあらず。
They call it a democracy.
民のために行わなければならない。
七母陛下。
Also the Sultanate.
そのために貴公らを呼んだ。わらわが公言することでウルダ派は大きく揺れよう。後の混乱をラウバーンと協力し平定してもらいたい。
So she wants to abolish the monarchy and she wants to go into a democracy.
ウル王朝最後の王として恥を忍んで貴公らに頼みがある。このウルダ派を、ウルダ派の宝をどうか守ってやってほしい。
七母陛下では。
そう。解体すべきは国家そのもの。しかるべき折にウル王朝の幕を下ろし、共和制に移行するつもりじゃ。これによって王党派も共和派も解散する。ウルダ派は王のものでも豪商のものでもなく、民のものとして生まれ変わる。
Every time a power change like this happened, it was quite bloody. Our world is not Eorzea, but I cannot think of them be any different from what we have seen.
すまんな、ラウバン。お前の忠義を裏切る形になる。だが、今わらわにできることはこれしかないのじゃ。
Are we now able to finish out the episode? Yes! And look what we see here. Good intentions. We have to do a few things. We have to kill a few trials. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Guys, thank you very much for watching this episode. Next episode is clearing up some of the things that we need to do. That's gonna be a boatload of fun. This episode is already way over time. It's probably an hour and 20 at this point. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Twitch.tv/Hanazaki, YouTube.com/LivePlayHZTV, and Hanazaki TV on all of the socials. Fox, last words of today's episode.
You didn't ask me for a joke. I'm disappointed.
Next episode. We start next episode with jokes that are from the Fox's job environment. So it's gonna be lots of fun. What is your job environment?
They're gonna be terrible. Teaching.
Teaching.
Very small children.
Very small children. Guys, until the next episode. It's gonna be fun. Let me quickly go to toilet. I have to go to the toilet ever since like 10 minutes. And the cutscene was going long and longer and longer.
Aww, if you told me, I would have made water sounds. What?
Alrighty, so update the episode number.
You never remember glamour.
Huh?
I can never remember how to glamour things.
We can talk about that soon. Let's do a quick intro. Alrighty. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 59, slaying some primals randomly. I don't know why the game is forcing us to slay 3 primals on hard mode, but I know what is certain. What kind of jokes do you have for us, Fox?
Not terrible ones.
Yes, please. I want to hear at least
Would you like
3.
to hear one?
3 at least.
3?
3. Give me 3
I don't have
quick
that
ones.
many. I'll give you one quick one.
Okay.
What do you call a camel with 3 humps?
What do you call a camel with 3 humps?
Pregnant. I told you they're terrible.
Another one?
Hang on. Okay, this one's slightly longer.
Okay.
Okay. America says to the ocean, "Hey ocean, do you want to make war with me?" The ocean says, "No thank you." The America says, "You're ugly, a coward, and your mother is fat." What do you respond to that, ocean? Why aren't you why aren't you able to be provoked? And the ocean replies, "Because I'm Pacific."
What? Because of a pacifist? Pacific?
No, Pacific. Pacific means peaceful. He's the Pacific Ocean.
Oh, I didn't know that Pacific means peaceful.
See,
Okay.
you've heard a terrible joke and you've learned another word.
Yes, Miss Teacher. Are we there yet? Guys, let's get in. I don't know why the game expects us to slay 3 primals, but that's what we shall do, I guess. So, the 3 primals start from the Rising Stones? No, they don't start from the Rising Stones. Here's the funny thing, the game doesn't even tell you where to start it. We know where to start it. Pray return to the Waking Sands. This is where it starts. So let's go back to the Waking Sands. Fox, you have a question about glamour.
Yes, I can never remember how to do it.
What do you want to do? Let's switch to the Fox because there's no spoiler involved. So what do you want to do?
I wanted to put these into my glamour dress to use.
Okay, so you click on the glamour dresser. Ideally, you put this item that you want to put into the glamour dresser into the inventory first, not into the armory chest. So drag it into the inventory.
Before.
Yes?
Yeah, that's exactly where it was before, but it wasn't letting me do it. Okay.
We'll see. And
So
now
it's in the
you open up the
inventory.
glamour dresser.
Okay.
And now you have inventory on the glamour creation in the middle of your screen. You see the inventory now. Now scroll down to the 2 items that you wish to put in. So just left click. Just left click
And I
it.
just drag it.
No, just left
Okay.
click it.
Ah,
Press
I
yes.
have to click on the icon.
No, just on the text is fine.
Well, it wasn't.
Just press yes, and
Okay.
now scroll to the second item. Just click on the item. And now you have it
Okay.
in your glamour dresser. Now you edit the glamour plate, and
Yeah,
then you make the
I
glamour
know
plate.
It's just that passage there. It wasn't allowing me to do it.
Okay,
before.
it's not a drag and drop situation. It is a purely click situation.
Okay.
So I don't know why the game wants to slay 3 primals, and the game doesn't even tell you where to go, but you have to go into here, because now here, if I recall correctly, we can start with the stuff. So we have, let's see, primal fear. Let's see, what do we actually need to do? So let's press escape. Let's go to the HUD layout. Let's enable the scenario guide. Go to the HUD layout. Let's enable the scenario guide. Okay, we have to do good intentions. So Final Fantasy XIV, good intentions. I don't know why the game doesn't tell us how to do it. So you need to do these quests in order. So Ball of Embers in the Waking Sands, a reoccurring problem is what we need to do. However, it is not showing up here. So, related quests. So, a reoccurring problem, it's probably primal fear. But we don't know that yet. So, let's see. If it breeds, okay. So we need to do this quest right here, a reoccurring problem, a 50 primal quest. So this is obviously Shiva in the hard version. This is Leviathan in the hard version. This is Good King Mugglemork, may his fluffiness ever be praised. And, there it is, a reoccurring problem. Okay, so we first have to do a reoccurring problem, which is in this room right here. So, again, this is a big design fail on Final Fantasy's part. Why is Minfilia here? Minfilia has needs for your talent to do a re-emerging problem. This feels very tacked on. This does not feel homogeneous. I know you have scarce had a chance to rest, but I'm afraid that there's still work to do. The Ultima Weapon's destruction, 'tis would seem, has served to embolden the beastmen, who now seek to call down their gods once more. Basically, we are doing story out of order. This is what's happening right now. Even as we speak, the Amaljar, the Ixal, and the Kobolds are making preparations for their respective summoning rites, and that is but half of it. Much to our dismay, all 3 tribes were somehow able to procure vast quantities of crystals. Oh my turn to say something? Basically, this means the primals will be stronger than they were before. Far stronger. Their previous incarnations will seem pale imitations. The beast tribes, we believe, began hoarding crystals with a vengeance in wake of Ultima Weapon's maiden's appearance. You'll remember that as the time it devoured 3 primals in one sitting. The Grand Companies are aware of the potential primal outbreak. Alas, due to the loss they incurred to ensure the success of Operation Archon, they are ill-equipped to take any meaningful measures. After deliberation, the leaders concluded that they must need to turn to us once more, to thee. The etheric waves that were observed in Mordona do not appear to bear a connection to any beast tribe, yet much and more still remains beyond our knowing. We must be prepared for all responsibilities. I am loath to send you into the midst of danger again so soon, but none have proven themselves more capable against the primal than you. Will you undertake this mission, Izalith? Yes, because I am forced to do it. You have my thanks. I truly do not know what we'd do without you. You would fail. Go ahead, Thancred. With circumstances as they were, I haven't had the chance to properly express my gratitude. I owe you my life, Izalith. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. But technically, this would have been done immediately after 2.0. Why we have to do this, why this is story relevant, I don't know. The Crystal Tower series is definitely story relevant. but I don't know why this is story relevant. So, A string of failures had left me feeling powerless, and I wanted to be stronger, but that might do right before my fellow scions. But instead I caused you all no end of grief and suffering. I swear to you it shan't happen again. Owing to everyone's ministrations, I am quite recovered now. I hope to return to my duties again soon. I think this is a fragment of them shortening the A Realm Reborn questline, because it used to be longer. In fact, much longer. I believe over 30% longer. And I think this is a unlogical or illogical fragment of that shortening progress. Trengert's return marks the beginning of a new chapter for the Scions. Let us renew the fire in our hearts and continue to press ever forward. Now then, back to the matter of the primals. With no fewer than 3 of the beings threatening to appear, it is easy to feel overwhelmed. We must take it one step at a time. Oriane J has overview of the situation as it stands. Please speak with him to receive guidance on your mission. And this is where we do everything. Alrighty, so. And now we shall return to Oriane J, and now we can unlock all 3 hard primals, and we will just simply force the fox to join us on these fights so that she gains some battle experience.
Yes, I wish you'd been there the first time round.
Well, I am here the second time around, so that's good enough. Such knowledge as I possess of the beast tribes and their primals is at thy disposal. Whenever a man or beast man, we are wont to seek power when plunged into the depths of despair. The despair doth begin with the Amalja, who may have already summoned forth Ifrit. With our comrade Thungreed now returned, thou wouldst do well to seek his counsel. And now we do the Thongre that sits here. If Ifrit bleeds, we can kill it. The fox probably likes the pun. Confirmation has just arrived from the Immortal Flames. This Oriane just said, I fear the Amalja have already summoned Ifrit. A confrontation with the Lord of Inferno is inevitable. I would like nothing more than to lend you my blade, but the students of Bloldegian insist that I refrain from taking to the field where it concerns primals. I know not the workings of it, but it would seem that the recent events have left me especially susceptible to tempering. As much as I hate missing out on the fun, for everybody's sake, I must sit this one out. Instead, I will focus on gathering and analyzing data. Now, the Immortal Flames have already conducted their preliminary investigation into Ifrit. They may well have information that could be of use of you. Pay to visit to the Hall of Flames and speak to Commander Swift. One last thing before you depart. Doubtless you remember Minfilia's words, but this Ifrit is far cry from the primal you first defeated. You will want to assemble your most dependable comrades for this mission. Be safe, my friend. Fox, they are calling upon you, my most dependable comrade. How many times will you die? No answer. Okay.
3.
Okay. Maybe not on Ifrit, but on Titan, I suggest that you might die on Titan, because Titan is a true noob killer.
But I've done Titan already.
Yes.
Haven't I?
Yes, but you will redo them with me.
But I didn't. No, I mean, was that Titan?
Was Titan? You done Ifrit, Titan, and Garuda. Isolith, we thank you for coming. The Flame General will be heartened to hear that you have answered the call. As we have already relayed the Waking Sands, Ifrit is returned. For the sake of the peace of this region, we humbly request that you vanquish him. The primal is found to be in his domain, the Bowl of Embers. To get there, you must use the Beastman's Aetheryte found within the depths of Saharark, the Amalja stronghold. The Amalja have constructed their own Aetheryte from salvaged Aetheryte shards. This being the case, you should be able to use it without the problem. No doubt you already know this from your fellow Scions, but the present incarnation of Ifrit is far stronger than the last. Facing him with any fewer than 7 of your stoutest comrades would be ill-advised. This is all the intelligence we have to share. The rest is in your hands. I shall pray for your victory and safe return. So, peace for Thunderland. That unlocks the beast tribes. we will not do the beast tribes, obviously, because beast tribes are what we call dailies and daily quests. And you can hunt me with dailies to the end of the world. I hate dailies with a burning passion. Not even Ifrit is as hot as that one. So yeah, I wanted to do dailies. I wanted to do the beast tribes. I hate dailies so much. And I wish for Evercold to tackle the beast tribe or the allied society's problem and make it not daily. Let me just do it in one fell swoop, please. I don't like doing dailies. Let me do a quest 50 times. I don't care, but I don't like doing dailies. Yes, Fox.
How do I get down this path here?
What do you want to do?
Go down here.
Well, look into your map, so open the map. You are looking at the world map right now. Open the map in itself. Zoom in. And there you have it. There's the walkway. You have to go to the big red arrow. So let's attune ourselves with the Aetheroid. We invite the fox into the party. And there we have it. A bowl of embers. Hard.
Okay.
Bowl of embers hard. What's going on, folks? You need to go past the Mechanist skill. So walk up there. Go to your left. Go to your left. Walk up there and turn a sharp left after you've walked up there. And now walk past the Mechanist Guild. And there it is. And you need to speak with the god. Or not. You need to speak maybe with that person. Speak with that person. On the gate. And that is a player. So there might be a different way to get there, but speak with the god.
Oh,
okay.
I can't go there.
Yes, so there might be a different way to get there. So, let's go for the Bowl of Embers.
So this isn't the fight that I was thinking of. I didn't die on Ilfrid.
No, Ifrit you didn't die, but on Titan I believe you died a bunch of times.
The first time round I didn't die. The second time round I did, and then
Yes.
we've done it together once already.
Yes, the story Titan you didn't die. But I'm talking about the Trial Titan, the one that we are going to do relatively soon. Because that fight is severely more difficult than the story part, obviously.
I think I might have died once.
It would be interesting to
honestly
get
can't
you into an
remember.
extreme fight, into an extreme Titan. But getting a group for an extreme Titan is a little bit out of the, well...
It's a little
quick.
bit extreme.
No, it's just people are not gonna join voluntarily, most likely. But Extreme Titan... Titan had the reputation of being a noob filter. Because it was severely difficult back in the Realm Reborn. Severely difficult. So it absolutely filtered out those who couldn't play it. So what is your quest telling you? Do you have your main story quest? Because you're stuck
Yes,
right now.
it's telling me to. It's telling me to to go.
Click on it. Read the quest.
Travel to the statue and see if the mason is in need of assistance.
Okay. So you need to get into where? Click on map. So you need to go
Yeah.
into Travania. Okay. So you need to go where the Aetheroid is. So does that mean this is the only entrance that you can go in there?
Obviously not. Do I have to go down here? No.
Maybe you are missing something. Go back to the gate.
I'm missing wings. I need to fly, he said.
Okay. You're missing wings, which means you're probably missing the aetheroid compass. Can you do something for me? So, I want you to click on character. I have to actually see for myself where it is. And we have to fight
afterwards.
After Ifrit. Because you're probably missing the aetheroid compass. If not, employ Google and ask where it tells you to go. Because it's been roughly 11 years since I've done your part, so I don't know on top of my head. We've already seen the Bowl of Embers cutscene. Is exactly the same one as the story one. So we say hello to our people. And now we begin tanking our dear boy, Iforito. We have a gunblade on our side. That was a little low on the reaction time, Fox. Let's shirk the other person because he has a better item level than me. We have spikes to kill. Ifrit's second phase, he's immune for the moment. Fox, do you want to use your limit break on him? Because you have a limit 3 available.
I didn't find it yesterday.
It's on the bottom right, it's the orange icon. But you are not moving. Reaction.
Because I was looking for it.
Yes, awareness. Careful, reaction please.
Why is it? Oh, okay.
Come on, use the limit.
Whoa.
You have interrupted it. Oh, someone else is using it. Oh well. And there we have Ifrit hard down. Wonderful stuff. Let's quickly skip the cutscene. It's exactly the same as before. So let's go. And now we do the next quest. So we return to the Waking Sands because we just have to defeat them. This is a very, very odd style of doing things. So I don't know why the game decides to do it that way. In my opinion, this needs revisiting on Square side. So. You should probably Google it and see when you can enter it. Or how to enter it. Because it has been 11 years, I actually don't know the process anymore. Now, there we have the second available. Now we fight Garuda from Papa Limo. For Garuda Awakening. Ah, Isolif, I hear that you have triumphed over Ifrit. Of course. This is no less a feat than I would expect from a warrior of light, but well done all the same. Now I have a full mind to crack open of a bottle of 1547 Bacchus, but the celebration must keep. Garuda, I am afraid to say, has also returned. As you well know, Garuda's appetite for destruction far exceeds that of the other primals. Not to dishearten you, but in her last incarnation, that appetite has become nigh insatiable, which is a song in Shadowbringers, which is one of my favorites. In the short time since her return, she has already wreaked tremendous havoc. You must send her back for the ether before she can do any more damage. In the meantime, Ida and I will assist the Twin Adder Order in their recovery effort. When you previously faced Garuda, 'twas the Enterprise that bore you through the storm that shielded her domain. Well, that storm is a spring breeze besides what she has raised this time. No airship could hope to penetrate it. And so we must conduct ourselves fortunate that the Order of the Twin Adder has to discover a Beastman Aetherite leading to the Howling Eye. Before you do aught else, I suggest you pay a visit to Adder's Nest and have a word with Commander Hilua. He will be able to tell you about this said Aetherite, among other things. Make no mistake, the Lady of the Vortex will prove a formidable opponent, but I believe you can weather the storm. May the 12 keep you safe. Off to Kritze we go. And the next primal we shall slay. You really have to take the chocobo?
Yep.
That's cool though. I like it. Hey, you have to take the chocobo. I think that's cool. Private Sansa.
This kind of reminds me of World of Warcraft.
A little bit, yeah. Private Sansa, we are grateful for your aid. As you already know, the accursed Ixal have summoned Garuda once more. Since her return, she wasted no time unleashing her fury upon the region. Extensive damage has been reported both in the 12's Wood and Coerthas. She must be stopped and soon, lest more lives will be lost. In the name of the Elder Seedseer, I humbly request you put an end to a reign of terror. In the past, Garuda keeps a cord within the Howling Eye, which perpetually protected by a raging tempest. Fortunately, we have learned of an alternate way into a domain. The Ixal have constructed an Aetherite within Natalan, their stronghold in the central highlands of Coerthas. This Aetherite will take you to Garuda's tempestuous realm. We owe this discovery to the Ishgardians, who the Elder Seedseer says desired to repay the kindness you showed them. For the sake of our people and as well as theirs, may your mission be met with success. There we go. Off to Coerthas we go, and Garuda will be the next fight to beat, and we will beat the fox to the Garuda so that she will do the fight with us. What's that the good friends?
No.
No?
Why do you want to beat me?
I don't know, feels like fun, sounds like fun, probably is fun.
Would you like another joke?
Going there!
You deserve one of the worst jokes.
Oh no, yes, please tell us.
Okay. The siren of an ambulance says, "Hi, have you seen my friend? I'm looking for him. Her name is Nina. Have you seen her?" And it said to the siren of the ambulance, "Try calling her."
Yeah. Nina, Nina.
Terrible. There's
Know
worse,
that one.
believe me.
Know that one. Alrighty, are you ready for the Howling Eye? Because that was an instant invite. The power of being a tank. The power of being a tank. Obviously, we have seen this cutscene in the main story quest. It's exactly the same. There she goes.
I remember this one.
Actually, very cool soundtrack. The alternate version, the other tank Taunted, Garuda, so we will taunt back. We will not fight a taunt war, but I will so if she, well, if he so desires, I guess. If he desires a taunt war, I will give him a taunt war.
Is it him or her?
I don't know.
I always thought it was a her. Okay.
It's a video game. I automatically assume it's a dude playing. And yes, he provoked again, so we obviously provoked back. So he's playing a taunt war.
Garuda. Sorry, I thought you were talking about actual Garuda.
No, I was talking about the other tank. And he obviously taunted again, so we immediately taunt back. Because he's trying to play the hero, but we are the hero of our own story, right? Hiding behind the pillars does nothing because she will destroy them anyways. Everybody always hides behind the pillars, but it does nothing, so...
But the first time it counts.
It counts only when she disappears and shoots towards the stones. But if she's in the center, it does nothing. He taunted again, so we will just taunt her back. Look, mate, I have tanked for over 20 years in MMOs. I know exactly what you're doing. And now we have Chitanda and Soprana, her children. Just look at the timer of the provoke guys on the top left of my hotbar. And Garuda will be taunted very, very, very soon, just now. And now we'll just taunt her back. If he wants to tank, he should just tell me. Because he's not winning the aggro war. I can tell you that. So, we're done here, and let's go to the next fight. Let's go to the next fight. Back to the Waking Sands we go. If someone provokes out of nowhere, it is actually detrimental to the healing. Because people are trying to heal one tank, and if it suddenly switches out of nowhere, it's bad. So please, guys, don't randomly tank. And if you want to be a main tank, just tell the other person. They will most likely shirk you, and then you can main tank. But randomly taunting a boss... If you want to be first, just run in first. Really. And now in a Titan spot from Ishtola. Both Ifrit and Garuda are now vanquished by your hands. Truly, you would have earned yourself a rest. Would that you had the luxury of time to enjoy it. It pains me to say that Titan has also returned, and with a vengeance. As was the case with his primal brethren, he's grown stronger than he has before. When I went about my investigation, all indications suggest that the kobolds were nowhere near ready to resume their summoning rites. But turns out they were deceiving us. I should have known better. The kobolds' subterranean domain runs deep, and they can easily hoard crystals with our being none the wiser. A vast hoard it must have been. Till now, Garuda was the most powerful among the 3 recently active primals, but according to our latest readings, Titan has usurped that honor. A primal's might is determined by 2 factors, the amount of crystals it has gorged upon and the fervor of its believers. I would like nothing more than to measure precisely how strong the Lord of Crags has become, but I fear the time for such prudence has run out. We've already received official requests for the assistance from Maelstrom, and as you might expect, it is addressed to you. For your previous encounter with Titan, you traveled to his Dimensne by the way of Aetherite, first discovered by the Company of Heroes. How do you say that word, Fox? Dimensne? Dimesne?
No, where is it?
This word right here.
His demise.
No, it says Dimesne.
What word is that even?
I have no clue what demesne is as a word. Demesne.
Why is it coming up in Italian?
I don't know.
I want it in English. Meaning.
It
It even
means
comes up
domain.
pronunciation.
It means domain.
No.
It
Okay.
is even spoken D-main. It's also spoken D-main. Okay, sad to say, this
Sorry,
etherite is no... What?
No, Karen.
Sadly to say, this etherite is no longer seems to be responding. But do not despair, for the Maelstrom has reportedly found another in its place. You will want to speak with Commander Ricky at the Maelstrom Command for the details. I cannot stress this enough, but Titan has grown fearsome strong. See to it that you spare no preparation. Sometimes this game uses words it shouldn't use.
Do you know how it's pronounced?
D-main.
Literally domain, yes.
Yes, it's D-I-M-I-E-N. D-main.
English is weird.
Yeah. German's not much better, but it's slightly. Not the German that you speak,
Unless you try to
Fox.
say Schüssel.
Yes. Okay, guys. Schweizerdeutsch is not Deutsch. It's an abomination of the German language. And I hate it.
Genau. Yes.
Ah, Isolive of the Scions, your presence is most welcome. I'm chagrined that we must turn you again to lay Titan low. No doubt this yesterday's news to you, but the Lord of Cracks has returned more voracious and more formidable than he was before. We cannot fathom how the kobolds were able to obtain such vast stores of crystals, and in so short a time. We will learn the answer in the coming moons, I suspect. But first things first. We need you to vanquish Titan before he and the kobolds have a chance to wreak havoc on Limsa Labimsa. You have felt the primal before, and we believe that you can emerge victorious once more. We have learned that of a new aetheroid that will take you to the navel. It is situated deep within Ugumaro mines. Not the most convenient locations, admittedly, but you will have to cut yourself a path. Please make all haste. Titan's mere presence emboldens the kobolds, and this is only a matter of time before they move in force against us. May the navigator guide you on your way, Isolith. And Fox actually had a little bit of trouble finding this one, because it's actually quite hidden. Like, quite hidden. And we do not have the teleport for it either. So let's quickly go to Upper Lanosea, because we do not have the teleport there. We actually haven't been there yet. Interesting. We need to go here to Outer Lanosea, and we actually have not even been there. But flying makes this an absolute piece cake. So, no biggie. So, Fox, we have a couple of minutes. Tell us more jokes.
Okay. Am I safe? Yes. Okay. There were 3 people on the balcony.
Mm-hmm.
Their names were Nothing, No One, and Idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing fell off the balcony.
Mm-hmm.
No one saw him fall.
Mm-hmm.
And Idiot called the police to report it.
Okay.
Idiot said to the policeman, nothing fell off the balcony and no one saw it. And the policeman says, what are you, stupid? And he said, no, I'm Idiot.
Yeah, okay. That is a very old style of joke, has been used many times in many versions. It's a good one, but
it's nice that the kids still remember it.
Yes. But this is a very, very common joke. Like, in many versions.
Very, very, very common. Yes.
Fox had real trouble finding her way through here. I remember that. You were quite stuck.
Oh, I remember this bit.
You were quite stuck here. But as you guys can see, flying makes this extremely obsolete. Like, extremely obsolete. There we are.
So I've done that one.
And then Boobiphilia has more quests for us. And then we have the naval hard. And we get tank privilege once more. Like click go. It wasn't immediately click go. Same cutscene as before, so we will just skip it. Let's woo these guys.
Turn the music up.
Yup, that is a good point. Music 100, because this fight deserves it. Attack! Oh, whoa! Titan's Tank Buster is actually terrifying because there is no indication that it's coming. So if you don't know that it is coming, it will hit you badly. And landslide is the big one that you have to take care of. Reaction time, Fox. You were
What
late.
did I miss?
You were late. You had something below you. You didn't move. Titan demands an incredible reaction time. Me to the tank.
Oh.
And now we have to kill the heart. Now the next jump is actually not an outside jump, you can stay in the middle. It actually doesn't matter. Bow down, Underdweller. Boulder, 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 Titan. Too late? Don't walk towards some exploding stones.
I was in the middle.
Yes, you walked towards the exploding stones. Hence why you died. Again, Titan demands an extreme reaction time. My life ain't doing so great. We're going! Oh, the other healer died. It pains me that I'm not immortal yet. That was a bad hole gun. Oh, that's bad.
This is not going well.
Nope, this is bad. The healer is encased. I'm pretty dead.
Neither.
I'm pretty dead though. Yup. Didn't get a heal, unfortunately, because the healer was encased. So That's the problem with Warrior below 60. I am not immortal. After 56, I am immortal. Trust me. But that's Titan.
They tried to res me just as he died.
Down with the time, with the music we go again. And that was Titan, I guess. But yes, Titan is the first fight where your reaction time really matters. Like, if you see it, if you... Yes?
Now, the exploding stone.
Yes.
It wasn't so much as reaction time as I didn't know where to run. I ran into the middle thinking I was safe there.
This is how the exploding stones work. You have this big ring, right? From Titan's arena. It is always the middle first, then it is left or right, and then the last line. So in this case, it was middle, left, right. So we walk to the last one right, and we wait for the middle to explode, and then we go into the middle. That's how you do it.
I didn't get that yet.
Yes, we call this is actually something that happens a lot in raids. So we call this a partial explosion, and the partial explosion usually goes 1, 2, 3. We go to 3 and wait for 1 to explode. Same with the ring explosion that he does. We have this ring right here, and he will drop stones in a circle. So we go, when he starts in the north, and he goes clockwise, we go to the last spot in the clock, and we basically run along the explosion. We basically run behind the explosion. That's the idea. That you run behind the explosion. To escape the clockwise or counterclockwise, whatever direction it goes, you try to go behind the explosion ring. And that is why Titan is a very big enemy in the A Realm Reborn series. Because that is the first one who really dials up it to 11, and you need to react really quickly. Because Titan gives you roughly a quarter second of reaction time to do it. Now, if you know the fight, you know it's coming, it's not that much. But in your case, Fox, a quarter second is even too fast. So you need to be real quick on the movement. Now, doing maximum amount of damage would be preferred, but that's actually not the case. Because first you clear mechanics and then you get good at damage. So even though if it means that you would do less damage, doing mechanics first is preferred. But that's Titan. Titan is a beast, definitely. So we have done our 3 primal fights. So let's hop on in, is what I would like to say. But we will stop in front of Minifili, and we will end this episode, and then obviously continue the MSQ in the next one. So... and there we are, Minifili. Good intentions is what we have to do. So I say thank you very much for watching. This has been episode 59, slaying some primals randomly because main story wanted it to slay 3 primals. Guys, you know where to find us. Twitch.tv/Hanazaki, YouTube.com/LivePlayHCTV, Hanazaki TV on all of the social platforms. Fox, what is the last joke of this episode?
The last joke? A terrible one. Okay, there are 5 monks underneath an apple tree. Every one takes 1 apple. How many apples are left?
As many as there are on the tree.
No, sorry. They forgot to write a bit down. Kids, blame them. Okay, there are 5 monks underneath an apple tree with 6 apples. If every one takes 1 apple, how many apples are left?
1.
No, 5. Because one of the monks is called Every. Terrible, I told you. His name is Every. Mr. Every 1. And he takes 1 apple, so 5 are left over.
Awful. Awful. Awful.
Yes.
Awful joke. Guys, until the next episode when more jokes await us. Until then, bye-bye. Something just exploded on the outside.
As long as it was on the outside.
Yeah, be right back. This home is such a dead air. Absolutely. Whatsoever. Whatsoever. Awful. Fresh to cold lemon homebrew. The best.
Very nice.
Absolute. So, let's rename the next episode 60 Good Intentions. And let's see the overlay working, because it isn't. So, and let's get going. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, today's last episode 60 it is, and we have good intentions. Oh well, that's at least the quest that is awaiting us. However, we have pressing matters to attend to. Fox, tell us a joke.
Okay, you have to realize that now it's got to the worst ones,
Yes,
and I have to translate them as I go.
the last one was already quite bad, so
Okay. You have 4. This is more of a it's not really a joke. Okay, you have 4 eggs. 1 you break, 1 you cook, and 1 you eat. How many eggs are left over?
3.
And why?
Because first you have to cook it. Technically optional, but first you have to cook it, then you have to break it to get it out, and then you have to eat it.
No, first you have to break it, then you have to cook it, and then you have to eat it. It's all the same egg.
No, you can also cook it before breaking it.
Well, yes, that's because we eat ramen, but...
Yes. Yes. Specifically
Okay,
because we
that was
ramen.
pretty-
I was not
That was-
wrong. It's
yes.
3. So...
It was, yes. Well, but you're too clever. You're like me. You get it straight away.
Let's get in, because that was terrible. That was awful. Let's get in. Good intentions we have, and we have a beautiful new homebrew cold as well. I am most eager to address the Ascian threat. However, we dare not neglect our pressing concerns. We both know well that Saint Shiva will not be the last primal we face, and our relationship with Ishgods is still on tenuous as best. To think that the resolution of the primal threat was once the sole priority of the Science of the Seventh Dawn, some days I wonder if it was wise for us to take on so many other responsibilities. Lest you forget, antecedent, the Scions need not shoulder the burden alone. Were not the Crystal Braves established for this very reason. True, we are present with a multitude of problems. However, we have all the resources we need to address them in turn. Azalith in particular is ever a steadying hand, who I trust will continue to support the Braves. To what do we owe the pleasure? Have there been further developments regarding the situation in Ulbla? As expected, the Immortal Flames have been struggling to cope with the revelation that one of their highest ranking officers was a Galean agent. Suffice to say it, Teledeji Aladeji and his monetarist ilk have wasted no time in attempting to turn the situation to their advantage. Coupled with ongoing unrest, the flames are finding themselves hard-pressed. Plainly, General Roba needs our help, and I will direct the Crystal Braves to offer what support they can. If I am to stay abreast of the latest developments and issues effective orders, however, I cannot afford to waste time traveling back and forth. And so, for the foreseeable future, I think it would be for the best if I were to remain in Ulda, unless you have an objection. None whatsoever. We have matters here well in hand. Moonbrida research is proceeding as planned? So she tells me, though I'm not familiar with the details. Urianger is poring over his tomes at the Waking Sands, and the others are contributing in their own ways. Alas, the key problem, how to form an ethereal blade that will, remains unsolved. Nevertheless, it is only a matter of time. Azalef, will we focus on that task? Mayhap you could assist Alfinord and his braves with theirs. It would do much to restore faith in the immortal flames if the Warrior of Light was seen working on their behalf. Never forget that your esteemed status allows you to act in ways that those more tightly bound to the organizations and nations cannot. As ever, I implore you to do so. Not that your response was ever in doubt, but I humbly thank you once more for aiding our cause. Now then, there are preparations I must attend to before my departure, such as receiving Riol's latest report. He has proven to be quite skilled at gathering information others wished kept secret, hence why I placed him under my direct command, and ordered him to investigate the Uldan's riots. When you are finished here, join me outside. Depending on what he has to say, I may soon have a favor to ask. If there are any developments on our front, I shall inform you at once the usual fashion. So most likely tomorrow at Saturday, if we are streaming on Saturday, that is. Still unclear at this present point. We will most likely do the Crystal Tower series so that we can get that behind us. Because, as we know, even from the Fox's stream, I believe 3 days ago, that she has to do the Crystal Tower quest, as we will have to. So... pleasure as always, Izalef. You will be escorting the commander to Ulda, I take it. He looks so much like Zell from Final Fantasy VIII. So much. Like with the face tattoo and such. He looks so much like Zell. Actually, I had a task for her in mind. If you would so kind as to repeat your report for her benefit. Right then. He looks so much like Zell. Me and mine have been making inquiries into the source of the weapons that found their ways into refugees' hands a ways back. So happens we caught wind of something promising, a rather large purchase of sharp and pointy things by a black marketeer holed up near Highbridge. I'd hope that this man would have secured such a quantity of weapons if he did not have already clients waiting. Clients that, for whatever reason, would prefer this transaction to remain secret. Brings to mind that the merchant what caught an arrow while talking to Izalef, don't it? Generous fellow, and he was, doling out swords and spears to the downtrodden and disgruntled. Which isn't to say that these clients have the same mischief in mind, but if you want to be sure, might be prudent to intervene before they collect their goods, savvy? Seizing weapons before they fall into the wrong hands would be for the best. However, if we strike at the appointed hour, we might capture the black marketeer as well as his clients. What do you say, Izalef? Then it is settled. Rendezvous with Captain Ilbert at Highbridge and intervene when the exchange takes place. Now then, if you excuse me, I would leave for Ulda. I expect good tidings. My nose is itchy.
They do look very much alike. They do look very, very much.
Yes, let's go here and let's have a Zell picture. Zell, let me quickly grab a browser for you guys.
The tattoo is slightly different.
Yeah, the tattoo is slightly different, but the hairstyle, everything. Like Zell FF8. And I want images, and I want his side face, like so. And let's have this in a new tab, so we have a bigger picture. And if we do hubbity hub, like, you can't tell me that he was not inspired by Zell. Like, the hair is near the same. The tattoo is near the same.
A great-great-grandson?
I mean, Zell is not really a ladies' man, let's call it that, in Final Fantasy VIII. He's not really the ladies' man. He's kind of a huge loser. He's kind of a real huge loser. But he looks so much like Zell. Like, so much.
So, let me just... So he's a kind of a loser.
Oh, yeah.
And he's not very fortunate with the ladies.
Yes.
And he has very sticky uppy, light, fair hair.
Yes.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of someone.
Well, I have the craziest hair ever, and no one can contest me on that. So, yeah, but I'm not blonde. However, it would be fun to dye the hair at some point into something, because I had highlights at some point. And it might be cool to get the highlights back. Just as a callback of me being 12.
I'll do it for you.
Maybe. My scouts have been keeping a close eye on the Black Marketeer, and would seem that his guests have arrived. The problem with me having highlights is that my hair grows at an incredible pace, and the highlights would disappear within about a month or 6 weeks. So, I don't think there's much point in highlights on my hair. It would also seem that he has hired more than a few men to stand guard. Common thugs of no consequence, but nevertheless pose a threat. Even so, I feel compelled to apologize. This is far beneath a woman of your standing, and Commander Leveleur needn't have dispatched you hither. But powerful men have ever need loyal, able-bodied friends. Having found one in you, it is only natural that he would come to rely on you without hesitation. Now then, we should make for the burning wall without delay and secure those weapons. The first unit will ensure that the clients do not escape. With me, Isolith! Oh no, it's the fat Mugri carriage. Ah. Alrighty, it's on the upside. Onwards and upwards, as Danik might say.
Come on, that was a good one that I sent you the other
That
day.
was incredible. That was an incredible homemade meme. I had such a good chuckle. Can I find it? Can I actually show it on stream? That's the more pressing question. Can I find it? I don't think I can find it. Do
I
you
can send it to you, yeah.
Yes, please.
Trying to... Whoop. Let me just kill this wolf.
In case you guys don't know, huge Path of Exile fan, and the Fox has kinda gotten the itch as well. And I like all of the Path of Exile characters because each and every single one of them is funny in their own regard. And the Fox made a homemade meme, so to speak. And if you play Path of Exile, that should be funny to you. If you don't play Path of Exile, A, you should, B, you should, and C, it might not be that funny to you, but I think it was hilarious. It's so funny. It's so funny. Let me quickly do it like so. And do it like so. So this is the meme that the fox made. It is so funny. This is so funny to me. And Rog is the one who says it, but that's Danning. That's Danning, but that's what Danning says. So, onwards and upwards. Hey, that's my line. I think that one is hilarious. Oh, that is definitely a divine meme. That is definitely a divine meme. I spy the one man. Yes, please.
Do I get to sing?
Yes. That is a divine meme.
Thank you.
I spy the one man, but there are sure to be others. I have a plan. While you approach the sentry and create a distraction, my men and I will slip past and catch the black marketeer unawares. Once you've disposed of the thugs, wait for us outside of the tunnel entrance. Any questions? Then let us be off. Good luck, my friend. There he is. A hired thug. Who goes there? An adventurer, you damn fool! You should have never come here. Oh, it's two of them magically. We do not have Sykes out, so let's grab Sykes really quickly because we are in 0 dangers of dying. So let's grab Sykes real quickly. Enable our crit power. And let's absolutely massacre the enemy with the crit power that we have. Like so. There's another one. And another one. Item level makes this so very much trivial. Bam. Alrighty. Speak with the hired thug. So let's go over there. This is, by the way, a really good spot to farm fleas if you want to ever farm fleas. And Coerthas has another. Yes?
Why would I want fleas?
Because it makes good housing items.
No, fleas don't. Fleas make you itch and they bite you.
Please don't make such jokes. I don't understand. Oh, what's this all about? Alrighty. Downwards and downwards, as Hana would say. Did you kill him? As you can see, this is a fine mess. When I tried to restrain him, he drew a hidden blade and lashed out. But before I could disarm him, one of my subordinates panicked, and this is the result. How foolish of me to underestimate the bastard, and to bring an experienced recruit. Commander Levelure will be most disappointed. Where is the recruit? Damn it all! A golden opportunity wasted. I don't trust you. I really don't trust you. It's always someone else's fault. As for the clients, though we know not how, they slip past our perimeter. At present, the first is currently tracking a party of dusk white sellswords we suspected may be them. Like, he was right about Riani, but like, he had no proof. He was merely suspecting. Now we have someone dead, but it was an inexperienced soldier. But he's alone here. I don't trust this man. As for the clients, though we know not how, they slip past our perimeter. At present, the first is currently tracking a party dusk sellswords, but that would that we could have enlisted the aid of the immortal flames or the brass plates. Alas, we're here to aid them. They're in no position to aid us. Well, at the very least, we have secured the weapons, yet even that accomplishment is lacking, for the information we have received indicates a massive shipment, and this is anything but. I don't trust this guy. He's too quick to kill. I will join the first in their hunt for the Dusk White sellswords. If the gods are good, we will catch them before they escaped into the Black Shroud. In the meantime, I'll ask you to deliver these weapons to Ulda in my stead. Entrust them to the third Yuyuhase. He will take care of the rest. Alrighty, off to Ulda we go. Drink one of our cold, delicious homebrew, which I can only recommend that you come into the channel and learn about how to do these things, because they will elevate your diet greatly. Rise and Fall of Gentlemen, that is the Hildebrand stuff, isn't it? That is the Hildebrand stuff, yes. That is the Way of the Samurai, haha! Do we want to unlock my main class or my other character? This is where we would unlock the samurai quest. No, we shall not. However, I am a samurai main and obviously a warrior main as well. But I do love the samurai. I think that is one of the best designed classes in Final Fantasy. Where is our guy? Oh well, we are taking the scenic route, I guess.
Stop stealing my lines.
Well, since we dropped the efficiency for that run, we called it the scenic route. There he is, Yuyuhase. Ah, the Warrior of Light, ever reliable friend to the Crystal Braves. Do you have my deepest thanks for your assistance in Coerthos? Now, what brings you here to us today? A gift of weapons from a certain black marketeer, courtesy of Captain Ilbert, you say? Understood, we have catalogued the contents and I'll have them delivered to the Hall of Flames. This cannot be everything, can it? Riol stated with confidence that there would be a far greater quantity of weapons. A blatant falsehood. Clearly, Riol is unfamiliar with the ways of olden merchants. I don't think Riol is... He's from Company of Heroes, right? So he definitely knows what he says. And I do not trust Ilbert. Whoever strive to be present themselves as greater as they are. We should be thankful that this information was not completely erroneous. And we have managed to achieve anything worth at all. It's still something worth celebrating, isn't it, Lieutenant? Because remember, we had one high-ranking trader in the Immortal Flames, but we have someone high-ranking that I personally do not trust in the Crystal Braves. And still worth celebrating, isn't it, Lieutenant? Besides, we got more important things to worry about, like fighting those Galeans up north. There will be no fighting if I have anything to say about it. Our orders are to stand watch, not to seek glory in battle. If you have no further need of us, then I shall take my unit to the Cerulum processing plant. It's time for the fourth to earn the kibe. Fight well, Alien, for the freedom of all. Excellent work as always, my friend. Rest assured that the Immortal Flames will hear of your contribution until we meet again. I have a question. If a Lalafell waves at you, is that a microwave? Azalef, a word if you please. Not here. Look for me at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. No need for whistling this time, don't you worry. Let's rockety rock the microphone and go to the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Thanks for indulging my requests. A few places better than the market for privacy, I find. All the hustle and the bustle of the commerce means most conversations go unnoticed. I'll get to the point. At the burning wall, when you and the captain interrupted the exchange, what happened? Tell me everything and leave no detail out. He has suspicions! That's not quite how the first told it. These Duskrites they were chasing. The latest word is that we lost the trail. But you never saw them yourself, not before fighting, eh? Something ain't right. I don't know what it is, but I can feel it in me bones. I'm not daft enough to be misled by some merchant's drunken boats. Our informant was reliable, goddammit. I know he purchased those weapons. He's... As if I have never deciphered a moneylender's books or had to follow a transaction back to its source. Did plenty of that back when the Braves were getting started, believe me. The commander wanted assurance that we weren't taking Gil from the wrong sort of benefactors. Of course, these days, the money flows like water and the first and third get the shiniest toys. He's doubting him. Forgive me, friend. I have a lot on my mind these days and I appreciate you lending me ear. Right then, best get back to it. Look, I'm on Royol's side. Ilbert is not telling us everything. Oh shit. I have to ready my voice because we have a call from a certain someone.
Isolith, can you hear me? This is Demon. Your presence is urgently requested at the Rising Stones. Please come and see me as soon as you're able.
Was only a small text box, but we have to probably speak more to her, the Rising Stones. Why? Why do you guys make me do this? It's your guys' fault that I have to do this. It's your guys' fault that I have to do this. Probably more demon talk. In the inside here. Sykes, you have to wait outside, unfortunately. Oh shit, it's the demon.
Thank you for coming so quickly, Isolith. We have a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you. A most, determined lady by all indications.
Ooh, that must be the Keeper of the Lake.
Our guest is with the antecedent in the solar at present. Let's not keep them waiting any longer, shall we?
That hurts my neck. Like, I am like so tense in the neck when I do this. That actually hurts my neck. I
お帰りなさい。イッシュガルドからあなたにお客様よ。
A female guest from Ishgard. That must be Lucia. Hey, there she is.
ルキアさんとは面識があるそうね。ちょうど今紹介を受けたところなの。
Hello there,
突然
sexy.
の訪問となってすまない。アルフィノ殿も任務に出ているそうだな。だが、機構が戻ってくれてよかった。
こっちはちょうど例の研究が山場で手が離せなかったからね。
それでどういった
What I like about her design is that she has one strand of colored hair and it fits really well into her design. Like, this is really cool. No, it's actually two strands. Here you can see it really clearly well. There's two strands of colored hair, and I think that fits this style perfectly. It's the small things about character design that makes it really stand out.
流星とは北天に輝く星の一つ。ドラゴン族の中でも上位の存在が一族に対する号令。前回流星の異常発光が観測されたのは15年前。
竜王叫びて北天に強制輝きし時、赤き鎧まといし者現れ、世界を焼き尽くさん。
詳しいな。ここからが本題だ。教皇庁は昨晩の竜の方向を発したのが源竜ミドガルゾールムではないかと疑っている。
Here you can see that the strand is like just making the hair pop very much. It's both a yellow like style, but just the few strands make this design really shine.
すべてのドラゴン族の始祖、原初の竜たる源竜ミドガルズオールム。15年前、ガイウス率いる大艦隊と交戦せし源竜は、機関アグリウスを銀類湖に沈めるも。
ええ。それ以来、源竜の生命反応は確認されていなかったはず。タタルさん、木薬の塔を監視している。
Oh no, the demon is speaking.
何か報告
Oh no, the demon will speak. Please protect your ears, children. Oh, she just shook her head. We're safe.
そもそも星の見え方に影響するほどの方向ならレブナンツトールにいても聞こえそうなもんだがな。
いや、竜の方向とは声ならざる声なのだ。ドラゴン族は我らと異なり、音に頼ることなく精神的な干渉波で意思を疎通する。実際に竜の方向が発せられたか否かを知るには、直接源竜の状況を確かめるしかない。機構に依頼したいのは木薬の塔の調査。
Keeper of the lake, there is it.
源竜ミドガルゾールムの生死を調べることなのだ。神殿騎士を国外へ派兵するには手続きに時間がかかりすぎる。どうか機構の力を貸してはくれないか。
Whatever you say, me lady snoo snoo.
恩に着る。こちらはアイメリク様に連絡し、最悪の事態に備えよう。
最悪の事態？
竜の方向は一族への大号令。あれ。
Forgive me if I state aught which you already know, but I would ensure that you understand the nature of your destination. As Urianger stated, that what we now call the Keeper of the Lake is a wreckage of the Agrius, former flagship of the Imperial fleet, and the corpse of the worm responsible for its destruction. 15 years ago, as the next step in his campaign to subjugate Eorzea, Gaius von Belzar attempted to seize control of Mordona. So massive was his force that although his victory was a foregone conclusion. But an unlikely ally came to Eorzea's aid that day. Midgar Zormer, a legendary guardian of the Silvertear Falls, burst forth from beneath the waters of the lake and led a host of dragons against the Garlean airships overhead. In what would later become known as the Battle of the Silvertear Skies, the Great Worm felled countless airships before engaging the Agrius. In the ensuing struggle, the flagship's Ruleum engines failed, and it tumbled into the lake below. Yet this victory came at the great cost, for the explosion which followed claimed the life of the great worm as well. That same explosion transformed Silverturf Falls into the desolate wasteland it is today, draining the lake of its waters and crystallizing ether from realms around. Yet the remnant of the lake remains, and its center is a constant reminder of that fateful day long ago. In accordance with Sir Eimerich's wishes, our Doman allies have been standing watch over the Keeper of the Lake. It would be wise to speak with them before investigating the wreckage yourself. Be careful, my friend. We do not know what dangers await you within. Now, then, let us not neglect our own task. There is much to be done and precious little time to do it. So, Keeper of the Lake is ahead of us, which means that is a dungeon, which means in return we will rope the fox into our midst and force her to join us on a dungeon run, and I will put the camera on the fox so that the fox has more pressure on her shoulders, so she will most likely die. So let's get down to business and fly down there, and Crystal Tower is down here as well, which we have to do at some point, which is most likely tomorrow with some Buddha. Oh, but the fox is currently stuck in a cute scene. So we'll see. And the fox was quite surprised by that cute scene as well. You're in luck, miss. I was about to send word to the Revenant Stall about the Garlands. Of late, I have seen small airships, likely from Customs Sentry, come and go from the Keeper of the Lake. Though I cannot say for certain at this distance, I believe they may be salvaging something from within the wreckage. The customs supply lines have been cut off for some time, and I'd wager they're desperately in need for spare parts and other equipment. So it's true then, the Ishgardians honestly fear that the worm might rise again. Well, from here it seems rather unlikely, but if it's assurances they want, you have no choice but to inspect the corpse in its entirety. Easier said than done, given the creatures which habit the wreckage, and aforementioned Garleans won't take kindly to your presence. They're sure to fire upon an airship, so advise more than a stealthy approach. Take this boat and a few of your comrades to the base of the Agrios and climb to the top. That is the only viable approach, I would say. Poof! And Keeper is now available. And the fox should be outside of that cutscene ever so slightly soon. So... man, my timing. We will invite the fox to the party and go Keeper of the Lake, which is the last dungeon of A Realm Reborn, if I correctly remember. So that's right. Cool. We're getting very, very close to Haven's Word. We might actually see it this weekend, which would be really, really dope. Because while A Realm Reborn has had to use 1.0, which is a failed game, and reborn the first game, so 1.0 turned into 2.0, A Realm Reborn, we're still playing the original story, basically. Technically, we have skipped past the original story, and we're on our way to Haven's Word, but the writing, the fights, the design, everything improves from Haven's Word onwards, and the pace really picks up upon reaching Haven's Word, and we are basically on the cusp of 2.5, and that is the intro patch to Haven's Word. And Fox, you have reached 3.0 now. You are on your way to Haven's Word. Would you agree that the story has definitely picked up now? You are muted.
How did... Okay, weird. Is it... Yes, if you're talking about the cutscene, yes, it definitely was like a big...
I mean, like, content-wise, like, intensity-wise, like, the stakes have increased and such.
Yes. Yes. Definitely.
You don't sound so sure. Yeah.
Well, it's. I'm still getting to know the area and do the little mini quests and things. So
sure, but I mean, like the content of the story. Like, is there more danger now? Is there definitely fear of loss, for example? Like, are these
yes,
things?
there is that. It's just that I've been sort of like abandoned to myself, so I'm still sort of trying to work out what comes next, sort of thing. But yes, it's definitely.
Look,
an interesting turn of events.
Look, you being abandoned to yourself is actually good, because that means you are experiencing and gathering experience that is really, really important.
But I didn't mean that. I meant by the NPCs.
Ah. I heard Hana is at fault. Hana is at fault. Bloody Hana is at fault.
What an absolute... No. I'm talking about the game-wise.
It's always Hana is at fault. Always Hana is at fault. Bloody Hana is at fault. He doesn't give me my Bolinas. Hana is at fault.
Well, that is true. I could eat a Berliner.
I could also eat a Berliner. I know, if I now stand up and defridge my Berlinas, the dungeon will pop. Fox, you can scream.
Only if you bring me a Berliner. Only if you bring me a Berliner. I want a Berliner.
So, Fox, since we have a little bit of downtime, do you want to tell the good people why this thing is so important?
Because they're the best, like, sweet in the whole world.
Okay. But why is Berliner a reoccurring thing? Because you can't?
I can't get them here.
Yes.
It's that you can get them all over the world. And here, you can't get them. You can get them with chocolate in it, and you can get them with cream in it, and you can get them with apricot jam in it. But not with strawberry jam. And that is a crime.
That is the only way a Berliner should ever be, with red jam in it.
Yes.
And I promise you guys, we will switch to the Fox camera for the Keeper of the Lake. So, there she is. Always sprint. The moment the door opens, we sprint. There is no slowing down in Final Fantasy.
I am sprinting.
Good.
See, I'm used to fighting with you. The others aren't.
Yep. Well, at some point after 60, sprinting will become the norm. In the low areas of A Realm Reborn, it's not actually super the norm. But after Havensward, so at the 60 area, it will definitely become the norm. Guys, tell us down in the comment section below if you like the picture-in-picture stuff, because we like to use it a lot because we are big fans of the picture-in-picture stuff. But tell us down in the comment section below, do you actually like the picture-in-picture stuff, or you just wish to have like the tank main screen and such? In my opinion, having multiple perspectives is absolutely great and only a benefit to the stream. And there we have the first boss. The first boss drops tanks that will explode, and we have to push them to the outside by an attack. Aeroblast. Most bosses will start with an AoE damage attack on every single fight. It is rare that this is not the case. Okay. Now we have the tank drops, most likely. There they drop the tanks. So the first tanks will explode, obviously. Not yet, so we don't push them yet out. As you can see, the others will now explode, so we walk where the others not are.
Okay.
So it's a two-stage attack. Two-stage attacks are very, very common. It is probably the most common technique that Final Fantasy employs. A two-stage attack. What are the two rules of tanking, Fox?
Roll away from the group.
Yes. Now this is what we call a meteor. So we go where it's empty, obviously, because the boxes will explode. Aeroblast is a simple AoE, and they have actually removed the tank pushing mechanic. Kinda sad. Kinda sad that they have actually removed the tank pushing mechanic. Now we can simply burn him down and ignore the mechanics. We simply burn him down. Because that will delete them. Technically, once we defeat the big guy, I believe the key will drop. It could also be on the last enemy, but I think the big guy drops the key. The rule of AoE is if greater than 3, if equal or greater than 3, you AoE. And if you have 2 enemies, you single target. So it's greater or equal 3 is the AoE potency calculation for almost every class. Okay, the last person drops. And you have updated your gear, as I have seen.
It's kind of cold.
We take these to the inductor because we will AoE them down anyways, and that kills the inductor, which frees the big guy. And now the big guy is available to be killed. So I'll just taunt him forward, and I'll gather him and bring him to the next area. And again, we will take them to the Magitech field inductor. Now we have the big guy available.
Yeah.
Can't stun them.
There's a chest here in the corner.
Doesn't matter. If you want to pick up the loot, sure. We don't really need to. Not at this stage.
Mm. Shit.
I can't stun them, unfortunately. So we have to deal with them as they are. There we go. Grab the key. And that should yield us to our next boss. And this is why we turn them away, because that would have been towards the tank direction. That's why we turn the enemies away. I will pull them to the side because he will drop AoEs in the middle. Back on the boss we go. Carbon bomb move, very good. Good reaction. Naboo begins. Careful, fire bombs are coming towards you. You got touched, so go a little earlier. Careful.
Oh shit.
Hmm. Always look around.
I was moving away from it, but it was fast. Oh shit.
If you need to sprint, sprint.
Yeah, I couldn't. Why am I so slow?
Regular run speed. Unfortunately, I sprinted a microsecond too late, but matters not. I had a nice fat finger here. Thankfully my screen was small, so you guys didn't see it, but I did a nice fat finger. And guys, you've seen me walk into AoEs seemingly, but didn't get hit at all. What matters not is the animation in 99% of the cases. What matters in this game is the cast bar. So if the cast bar is finished, or if the AoE disappears, that means it has been registered and it will not damage you. So it looks like I am running into AoEs, but it only matters that the cast has finished. It does not matter what the animation does. There are some exceptions to that rule, but not a lot of them. In general, if the cast is done, you can run in and it looks like you are being hurt, but not at all. And since this is a story stream, we look for the full intro. And the music changed, by the way.
我が不死道を犯すのは何者か。我が眠りを妨げるのは何者か。無知なる者よ、わきまえるがよい。我こそはミドガルズ・オルム。現象の
There is his spirit. And let's fight. He is a dragon. This is the first big dragon we are encountering. And dragons are an important theme in Final Fantasy XIV. They have shared attacks. If you seek a Akmon, an Akmon is a big drop on your team. An Akral is a big AoE underneath every player. And an Akrai is a staying AoE. So let's look at his attacks that he makes, and if we spot one of the Ak attacks, see what it does. Because dragons share the attacks with the names Ak in it. It is generally a good idea, A, that you move, Fox, if you have to move. And the second one is being in the middle of the arena is generally a recommended thing.
Did move when I had to move.
But you got damaged nonetheless.
Yes. Well, I was out of the orange.
And I made a mistake this time.
I'm a little bit too close.
Nope, that's totally fine. There is no such thing as being too close.
I'm having a staring match.
You should probably help with the ads.
I was trying to...
Yes? Too late? You had to move earlier? Back to him.
You didn't see that.
I saw the gummy bear jump. And that is the Akmon, the shared team buster. An Akral is a permanent underneath. Didn't get any heal then. You took too many debuffs, and that's why you received more damage.
Yeah, because I did the right thing in that case, didn't I?
Yes, but you receive too many stacks of vulnerability, therefore you take more damage. And this is a multi-stage attack. You let one stage explode and then you go into the other stages. Wonderful. This is a tank buster, so that's only for me. But in general, in a fight, like we are standing right now, you always want to stand centered and as a team. The middle will be safe, so just stay there. You can use the limit break if you'd like, Fox. There you go. And that will be totally safe, because you will kill him. We still got damaged, though. And that was Keeper of the Lake. And now a bunch of story will happen. A bunch of story will happen. Dum dee dum da da. Very cool. 2 commendations! This is an interesting notice. Dragons in... This is an interesting note. Dragons in Final Fantasy XIV can't really die. They are not immortal beings. Their physical form is mortal, but their spiritual means is not mortal. They can't really die. So this is a very, very, very interesting point that you have to keep in mind.
確かに北天の星を燃やすは我が一族の高き方向。一族が向かうはイシュガルド。これは報復よ。イシュガルドの民は己が罪から目を背けた。
Let us know in the comment section down below. Should sons answer for their father's misdeeds? Should children answer for their parents' misgivings?
Never.
Never.
そればかりか。あの者どもは今再び罪を犯そうとしておる。進軍を止めろとこうか。超える力を宿せど、所詮は人よ。それは叶わぬ願いであろう。我は先の方向に答え、まどろみから目覚めたに過ぎぬ。イシュガルドの民が己が罪を悔い改めるというのに、なぜ我が子とその眷属に報復を止めよと命じられよう。その光、光の加護か。ハイデリめ、超える力を持つ者にさらなる力を与えようとは。
So it's not translated, but he said Koe no Chikara, which means he's aware of the echo.
まさか得意のものなのか。星よ、この者に力を貸せと。よかろう。ならばこのミドガルズオルムが汝を試そうではないか。
He spared us. Oh, he actually put us towards the mother crystal. Turns out Midgar Summer might also just be extremely potent. Interesting. I don't remember this at all.
汝を貫いたのは竜の爪。もっとも星の光は陰りを見せておった。我はかつてハイデリンとちぎりを交わした。
Okay.
故に
I do not
そ
remember
の
this
加護を
at
受けた
all.
る汝をくびり殺すのは控えよ。だが汝は人、イシュガルドの民のように愚かな罪を犯すやもしれぬ。
Oh look, it's Peter Griffin. Because he's a dragon, right? Griffin? No?
我が幻にして
Oh, Stewie Griffin, I'm sorry. Not Peter Griffin, Stewie Griffin.
汝と共
Because of the
に
wide head?
No.
Oh well. Okay.
化身の目はすなわち我が目。化身の耳はすなわち我が耳。運命を開く得意の者よ。得意な力を持つ者ならば人を裁き戦を終焉へと導くこともできよう。
Although it would be quite funny having Peter Griffin as a pet dragon flying around you like a fat racist. A fat racist who comments on everything. That would be absolutely hilarious, especially in this game. Oh, that would be great.
この地にたゆたうエーテルを受け、いつしか我が身もよみがえろう。いずれ来たる復活の時に、汝が試練を乗り越え、だが容易な道にはあらぬぞ。じきに我が一族と人の大きな戦が起こる。
Okay, he has stripped us of our echo, so that's interesting. You may summon Midgar Soma by selecting the corresponding minion. Whoa, that was a quick overblending. So unfortunately I did not read that thing, but we are extremely late in our time zone. So guys, for this episode, we will end it at the Rising Stones without speaking to our quarry over there, because I fear like a bunch of cutscenes will ensue because a lot has happened just now. So we will end the stream for today and the Rising Stones like so. Let's go in. And a lot has happened down here, but we shall speak with the others next episode, which will most likely be tomorrow. I don't know yet, maybe on Monday, but twitch.tv/Hanazaki, LivePlay HZTV on YouTube. We stream to both the platforms, and Hanazaki TV on the socials. Think of a social and we are most likely there, hailed by that little creature down here in the corner. Accurate height, most likely. Fox, what is the last joke of today's stream?
Well, I have 2 left.
Sure.
So, and yeah. Okay. Imagine you're on top of a rock and you're being attacked by a T-Rex.
By a T-Rex.
Is it possible? By a T-Rex. Is it possible to save yourself? Yes or no?
Depends on how tall the rock is.
Yes or no?
No.
I'd say yes.
Yes.
Okay, why? Why is it possible to save yourself?
Because the
Would you
rock
like
is a
to know?
person, I can just abandon him.
No, you just have to stop imagining it. The last one is the best one.
Okay. Hit me.
Actually, there's 2 on the other side, but okay. The teacher says 2 plus 2, how much is that?
22.
No.
4.
The child, the little girl, says 4. The teacher says, no, it's 1999. But I'm dumb. I have no idea. I don't
What?
know.
What? 2 plus 2 is 1999?
I have no idea. He was very proud of this joke as well.
Like, I'm not even getting that at all.
I mean, he also wrote, okay, where there is a pig, there is an ostrich that runs after a tiger, which runs after an ostrich, and the ostrich stops at the red light because there is a pig in a car.
What?
And with that, I'm done.
I don't know what to say. I've heard better. I don't think I've heard worse. Thank you very much for watching the stream. I guess this has what Hanantasy TV has devolved into. Until the next episode. Until the next episode. That's all she said and all she wrote. Take care, bye. Take care, guys. Bye bye.
Good night.
That was awful.
I don't understand it, but he was so proud I could not bring it home. He's like, yes, this is... And we were all looking at him going...
This is still in the episode.
That's it. And that's it. I don't care. And